Are you intrigued by history and science that have contested explanations? Ever thought, I'm definitely smarter than my friends, but not as smart as the experts? Then join Craig and Dave as they explore the mysteries of who the why the and how the will they actually find the answers? Probably not, but they'll have a good time trying. Welcome to Craig and Dave's Sci-Piece.
All right, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everybody.
I think you're right.
Welcome back to another episode of Craig and Dave's Sci-Piece. It's our special holiday episode.
Yeah, I guess you call that
Christmas episode.
episode.
We both
Yes.
celebrate
We
Christmas.
celebrate Christmas.
And we'll talk about why we're wrong.
Yep. Exactly.
No, we thought it would be fun to do this episode. Craig's idea, talking about the history of Christmas and you know, where it all comes from and where it didn't come from and all that sort of fun stuff.
Exactly.
So, again, we nerd out on history, and I'm sure we'll have our own opinions at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll get back to our regularly scheduled topics after this one. But
Yeah.
this episode is purely about Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's funny because we talk, there's a lot of traditions that come along with Christmas. Yeah. Trees, gift giving,
Ghosts.
yeah. Yeah. Santa, all of these things that come to what we currently commercially celebrate as Christmas,
Yeah.
to what it actually was meant to be
Right.
in the beginning, which was, according to Christianity, was the birth of Jesus Christ.
That was the cover story.
That was the cover story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was prior celebrated. It was the winter solstice was
Right. Which is celebrated largely by pagans.
by pagans.
That would include everyone from the Northmen down through Romans.
Yes,
You know, so-
exactly.
Yeah, when we say pagan, we're talking about anyone who worship multiple gods.
Yes, exactly. And that was just a celebration of, okay, so we're in winter, but there is better times ahead. Like we talked about.
Yeah.
They didn't bring trees into their house back then,
No.
but they did bring like evergreen, like fronds. Like they would chop off a few branches, some boughs, I guess.
Because it was evergreen. It could have been because it stays green forever.
Yeah.
And the idea was that the winter solstice was the darkest day of the year.
Yes.
And back then they believed there were evil spirits out, and that was it was at their weakest. So they brought evergreens into the house to remind them, like, hey, there's later days coming.
Yes. Exactly. We're at the turning point now. It's changed.
Right.
Yeah. So and then it turned in. Then the Christians were like, well, it's also just happens to fall on Jesus's birthday, which it doesn't.
Which they decided 400 years later.
Yeah. Yeah. Which it doesn't, because the solstice is usually the 21st, correct?
Correct. 22nd.
21st.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And the 25th is set, I guess. And I guess it didn't have to be that formal. You know what I mean? In a sense where they were just like, all right, we're going to pick the 25th. That day works. Even though we know Jesus was technically born in the summer.
Right.
Sometime around July, they assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late summer, early fall.
Yeah.
But it definitely was not December 25th.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Yeah, that was a political move
Yes.
to overshadow the pagan celebrations, I think.
And it's funny because it was celebrated. It started on December 25th on the Julian calendar.
Yeah. All right. So who's Julian?
Julius Caesar.
All right. Just making sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah. And then it switching to the Gregorian calendar, it's still December 25th, which is technically January 19th.
Right.
According to the
date, different day.
different day. Yeah. But and the crazy thing is Armenians celebrate it on that date. They follow the Gregorian calendar. They celebrate it on that day.
Who's Gregory?
He was a pope, I think, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the pope. I'd have to look that up. Gregorian calendar was, yeah, I think it was.
But they celebrate the same date. They just the calendars
lined up exactly.
So, which is further evidence of like, dude wasn't born then.
Yeah, exactly. They just picked the day. They were like, we're going to go with this one.
Yeah.
You know?
And nothing else to do when winter starts.
Yeah. And there was already a celebration in place.
Yeah. There's already people getting together. Let's just pile on. And we'll grab this one for ourselves. Yeah.
You know, and they did. And it wasn't even a commercial celebration like at the time, like it is now. It's totally different.
No, Charles Dickens created modern Christmas.
Yes, exactly. And
Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, and it's 100% true because there was really no gift giving or anything like that prior to this.
Nope.
The first Christmas tree was in Germany in the 16th century, sometime around the 16th century.
And that's how it ended up in the United States is immigrants brought it with them.
And
the tradition, they didn't cut down trees and on boats.
And it was,
imagine a bunch of immigrants like, you just carry trees with them.
Yeah, yeah. But, even that at the time, it was like the Duchess had brought it, like in Germany, she had brought the tree into her house.
Yeah.
Instead of just bringing a branch, they're like, peasants bring branches.
Yes.
Give me that whole tree.
I see your branch and it leads to a tree.
Yeah. And it wasn't even decorated. They didn't even decorate it. They just brought it into the house. And then people caught on because a lot of people back then, they see the monarchy do certain things. They want to, of
course they do.
They want to follow that tradition. So they started bringing trees into their home.
Yep.
And then it went even further as to becoming more popular in the 1800s.
Yep.
You know, the early 1800s. And then they started decorating them around that time.
I think it was Martin Luther that started putting candles on trees.
Yes.
The Protestant, right? The founder of Protestant.
Yeah.
I thought I read a story about him. According to him, he was walking home or something like that, and he saw like the stars twinkling behind the forest.
Yeah.
He wanted to recreate that image, and he put candles.
And he put candles on, which if you've ever seen a Christmas tree catch on fire, it's
gone.
It's insane.
That's how you get ghosts.
Yeah, that's how you get ghosts. Exactly.
But yeah, a dry Christmas tree will burn faster than a match.
It's insane how fast they light.
Yeah, you want to start a fire? Throw some pine logs at the bottom.
Yeah,
you're good.
And so they did that, and then they started decorating the trees. And then, like you said, Charles Dickens wrote more than just.
He wrote a Christmas Carol.
He wrote a Christmas Carol.
He was established, well, not that well established. He was an author.
Yeah,
and he'd written multiple things, but that story is what created the modern version of Christmas that we know. It evolved into what we have now.
Yeah.
Because he created this big holiday where people get together. And that wasn't happening.
Yeah. Families gathering for a feast.
Right. For a feast. And they give each other gifts. And like, that wasn't happening. That wasn't a widespread, if at all. In his story, it was because he wanted to create this. It was a plot point.
Yeah.
To move, to kind of move things along. You had the stark contrast of Scrooge versus what family living should be about. And to create that, he engineered what Christmas should look like.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And it's funny, when I think of traditional Christmas, I immediately think England.
Yeah.
Big hats, scarves, like the big
typhus.
Yeah, but that's what when you think of traditional Christmas, that's kind of what you think.
That's what you pick. That's what I picture. The same thing, old England. Yeah.
And it's really cool. And I absolutely love Christmas.
Yeah,
I do, for different reasons than its original established.
I'm the same way. We celebrate Christmas, but we are not religious.
Yes.
For me and my family, Christmas is not a religious holiday.
Yeah.
It's not at all.
No, it's same with me. I look at it as it's a time of year where we get together with our family and appreciate your family and the people that you still have with you and the people that and you share gifts with each other. And you just showing appreciation to your family,
Right.
you know, and you're celebrating it on a day. And I like the, don't get me wrong, I hate the commercialism of it now when you walk into Home Depot on October 1st and there's Christmas.
This giant inflatable Santa's yelling at me with snow globes and shit.
Yeah.
I leave Home Depot with ADD.
Yeah.
Nothing that I want to get.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that.
I like the tradition of, and that was obviously probably didn't start until the maybe 40s of a Santa in the mall.
Right.
You know what I mean? And your kids, getting your kids to tell Santa what they want for Christmas and stuff.
Yeah.
like that,
And the idea of Santa Claus started with, it was actually St. Nicholas.
St. Nicholas. Yeah.
Hundreds of years ago. He was a nice dude.
Generous guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
He lived like a poor person and doing it. What you got, Dave?
No. I gotta keep this with myself.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. All right. Sorry.
All right.
I was just thinking, he was probably just some old lonely dude that was just super nice and just made a bunch of stuff for kids and gave them out. Then my brain went to all the wrong places.
Oh, yeah, all the wrong.
He was the original, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yep. He drove around in a white horse-drawn carriage.
And all the parents caught him. They locked the doors. We snuck in through the chimney. That's messed up.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
He was a guy that lived like he did it. He wasn't like a rich guy. He embraced that, like not having any materialistic things.
Right.
Embraced that.
There's a reason why he was sainted by the church.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
he was a benevolent soul. So,
Yes.
but that was just a dude, and the legend has grown and built and stuff. Like,
To him having flying reindeer and sliding down your chimney like a freaking freak.
yeah, and it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. And if you read the Night Before Christmas poem story,
Yeah.
he's little.
Yeah.
A little man with 8 tiny reindeer. He's supposed to be small.
Yeah.
Right? Like a gnome, but is grown into whatever. You know, so the idea of Santa Claus started with an actual person,
Yes.
and then he got popularized probably in the 20th century, late 19th, early 20th century,
Yep.
and got commercialized. Once television advertising got big, that's when you saw it grow into something totally different that we see now.
When you think of Santa, do you not think of the old Coca-Cola?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like bright red outfit, like that was catchy.
That was catchy, and that's what happened, and we got it.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool thing. There's a guy that lives in Bristol, my hometown that I grew up in. He's a mailman, right? Well, he was. He's retired now. He's still alive. I saw him not too long ago.
Yes.
And that guy, he has a big white beard. He always has. And he played Santa at the town hall. Like they would always do a thing, and he'd play Santa, and the kids would come, and they would light the big tree in the center of town, like the street lights and stuff. And that guy, if you were a kid and you saw that guy in the store on August 2nd, that guy would pull a candy cane out of his pocket and give it to you.
No way.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And he would wink at you and just hand you the candy cane, which was amazing. And I think about that as a little kid, and it was amazing to me.
And that's what's cool to me is like, I got 3 kids. My youngest is still into it.
Yeah.
My oldest, the 2 older ones, like they're into it for her now, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's funny. Did you hear me start whispering because she's upstairs?
Yeah. Exactly.
But like, it's when you see, that's why Christmas for me is not, it's a religious thing, because stuff like you just talked about makes her super happy.
Yeah.
And just to see her get into the excited and stuff like that, like it's cool.
Yeah.
That's why I like it, because it's such a fun time of year for things like that, like hanging out with family.
Kids are excited.
Yeah.
Hanging out with your family.
It's cool.
It's really cool. And then you get cool gifts that you wouldn't normally buy for yourself. You know?
You buy shit all the time. What are you talking about?
I do.
Yeah.
I buy ridiculous stuff constantly.
You want an extra laser engraver.
I did. Yeah, I needed it.
You wanted it.
We do a Christmas list like with our family, like the Elsa.
Oh, do you?
And you can title your wish list, like Craig's wish list or whatever. And I just titled mine "Things I Really Need." And it's just a bunch of crap.
It's like, my youngest was writing her little note to Santa. I'm like, hey, don't be afraid to ask him for like a new belt sander.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, you're right. Like it's a time you're like you want to do things for your family to make them happy.
Yeah.
So normally I would like I don't ask for certain things if like my wife will push me like I need something like just I don't care.
Yeah.
But if you want something like whatever, like I want a little hot plate to keep my coffee cup warm at my desk, like something like that, I'd be like, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but it's fun to do stuff like that. So for like I said, for me, it's not a religious holiday. We don't practice any particular religion. We're not. Yeah, that's not us. We do it because it's time of year.
It's that holiday.
Yeah,
it's become something. It's taken on different meanings for different people, which I think embraces the spirit of Christmas and the fact that everybody can celebrate Christmas.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to necessarily be, you know, and not to upset anybody that looks at it and says, well, it's Jesus' birthday. You know what I mean? Like,
you believe what you believe and
what makes you like happy about it.
Good for you.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
I won't take that away from you.
I'm just going to tell you right now that a lot of the stuff that we do for it was just taken from other things. Other things.
Yeah. That doesn't mean it's less important.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. It's just they took these certain traditions from something that was already happening.
Yeah, but that's how things evolve over time anyway. It's like it adjusts and adapts with cultures. It's going to happen.
You know, but the cool thing is, even now, the way it's embraced, like just by everybody in a sense. Some people don't. You get these sticklers now, like, no, you need to say Happy Holidays. Like, no, you don't. You can say Merry Christmas to whoever you want.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the way
it says Merry Christmas to me.
I'm not even mad.
I don't care.
They wish to be something to be happy.
Right. That's something they believe. I don't expect them to know what I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to get upset. So, now, if they say that and I say thank you, and then they start talking to me like, have you found Jesus? I'm going to punch them in the face. Yeah. That's not where we're going.
That's not where we're going. Yeah.
But no, that's, I don't care what you believe, who you believe in. Like, it doesn't bother me. And if you want to say something that you think is nice to me, great.
Yeah, exactly. And the best part is we've embraced it for children more than anything else, to a point where you can mail a letter to Santa Claus. You can write a letter to Santa Claus, put it in the mailbox, and the post office will take it.
They'll deliver it.
And they'll deliver it. Yeah. You know? And it's crazy. And
I bet those scumbags reuse the stamps.
Oh,
I bet they peel off all those stamps. Yeah. Like, we can use this again.
Yeah. But and then you have NORAD will track Santa.
I have the app on my phone.
Which is really, I just think it's cool. That they take that time to do that so that you can say, look, to your kid, you can say, look,
there he is.
Even the most important defense of our country right now.
Right. They're keeping an eye on him.
Let's keep an eye on him.
He's on a list.
He's on a list. Well, he keeps
Santa's on the no-fly list.
Yeah, exactly. He keeps pulling his B&Es. Yeah. As we're breaking into people's houses for years, stealing their cookies and stuff.
I love the app because it's going to be like, oh, it's time to go to bed.
Yep. Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, that's a good point. It's like, it started off with religious connotations and it's grown beyond that for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. Exactly. That's cool. Like, I like that, you know?
I do too. And I enjoy the fact, like, I mean, like, you know, putting cookies in milk out.
Yeah.
You know, and then the parents go off in the end, they eat the cookies. I'm trying to whisper to you, but you can spike. But you know, and you know, I see a couple of bites of drink some of the milk, and then like I've seen people like sprinkle like flour on the floor.
Oh yeah,
footprints,
all sorts of stuff. Yep,
which is really cool. And kids are so dumb. They're like, "How come the snow didn't melt? Why is it made out of flour?" But which is great.
I remember when I was a kid, I was getting to that age where I was starting to question a lot of things.
Yeah,
and my parents, this was back when we had like actual cameras with film.
Yeah,
had a Polaroid camera, and they took a picture of a white gloved hand going out the door to my garage.
Oh, sucked you right back in.
Right back in.
Yeah.
Right back in. My dad's like, I heard a noise. I got up and I ran. And I just was able to snap this picture. And I was like,
like, holy crap. See, I knew it was real. Like, I knew it.
Yep.
And you're back in for a couple of years.
Back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me. Like, I got to that age.
Then on my 17th birthday, they had to let me know that it was.
You're like, not the tooth fairy too. Like, but my mother did. It was a very similar thing happened when I started to.
This was the most genius thing ever. You've told me this before, but please tell it again.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
It was brilliant. So I woke up in the morning and I was questioning it because a lot of my friends were like, it's not real. It's your parents, you know, because kids are dicks too.
Yeah, of course
You
they
know
are.
what I mean? So they're
Like,
like
my childhood's ruined, so is yours.
Yeah. So I woke up in the morning and in the stocking was a letter. And it was written on like a parchment.
Yeah.
And it had a little wax seal on it. And I broke it open and it was written in calligraphy. My mother knew a woman that did calligraphy. And she had her write a very personal, like it wasn't bought. It was like to me.
Yeah.
Talked about things I did, what I liked in it. And it was signed at the bottom, Santa Claus. And I was like, nobody writes like that.
Right.
Except for Santa Claus.
Yeah. Of course.
That's like, nobody writes calligraphy. That's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. And to see it like actually written out like that and stuff. And it was just, I was blown away by it. And I was like, and I showed my friends this letter.
Yeah.
And like 90% of them were like, oh crap.
Holy shit.
Like, I better be good now.
We fucked
Like,
up.
we screwed up. Maybe that's why I got crap for gifts this year. You know? And it was really cool.
What else did she tell you though about whether the parents do it or not? As you get older, there was something else you told.
Well, she kind of said like, well, parents are Santa Claus. Like, you know what I mean? I can't remember exactly what it was. Like,
I remember. I remember because it was awesome. She told you, she said Santa Claus is so busy when kids stop believing, the parents take over so he could focus on the kids that still do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So she could, exactly. For the little kids, he's got to pay attention to them and we have to take over for you because you're getting older and there's other, you know.
Brilliant.
Yeah, which was great. And I was like, and then I remember, I realized it after. And then I had sisters that were younger than me. And that fun started all over again.
Yeah.
Even as a kid that didn't believe anymore, I was like, we got to go. And I'll never forget sitting in the living room one night. It was Christmas Eve. We were sitting in the living room. We were living in an apartment.
Yep.
And there was a driveway behind the house. And we were sitting there watching TV. We had the lights off. We were like watching a movie or something. And a car pulled in. The brake lights came through the window like a red light through on the walls. And I jumped up and I was like, you got to go to bed. That was Rudolph. Yeah. And then my sister's like, oh my God. Like, we didn't get to bed. Like, you're like, oh my God, he's going to pass over the house. You know? And they ran into bed and went to sleep. It was just so much fun.
It's awesome.
You know, and that's what I love about it. And it's just cool. But there's a lot of strange history with it, but
there is.
You make better history with it.
Yeah. I think I don't see why certain people are so reluctant to just be like, we picked this date to celebrate Jesus' birthday. We picked it like, so what if you did?
So what if you did?
You still celebrate. Does it change what you're going to do?
No.
But it shouldn't. That's what I mean. It's like, all right, Christmas has evolved into what it is. That doesn't take away from what it started
meant to be. Exactly. And it's not like they were like, oh, well, we checked his birth certificate and it was on this date.
Yeah.
There wasn't, back then, nobody knew exactly when it happened. So you're just going to go by certain things that you know what I mean?
To me, it's okay to admit stuff like that. Like, we didn't really know. Okay.
Yeah. How could you?
But we know he was born.
Yep. Yeah.
He existed.
So we're just going to put this date on it.
Every major religion in the world acknowledges this guy existed.
Yeah.
All right. So we have to know exactly what date he was born. No,
exactly.
So, all right. We picked this day to celebrate it because, like you said, everyone's celebrating already.
Yeah.
Why not now? Let's do this. This is what we did. This is why it's the way it is. It's not going to change anything.
Yeah. And if
it shouldn't change anything.
Yeah. And if you're going to celebrate a winter solstice and bring these evergreen boughs into your home to say there's better days coming, what better day to pick for his birthday to say, hey, there's better days coming?
Yeah. Why not?
You know what I mean? Like, he was born this day and all the good days are ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes sense.
I mean, we tried to kill all the pagans too, but that's not the point.
Exactly. That's not the point. Yeah.
Like, at this point, we're 2,000 years post.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's all right.
But, Home Depot, at least wait until after Thanksgiving.
Settle down. Settle down.
But it wasn't even October, I think.
No.
And it was like the end of September and they already were putting stuff up.
I know. Even CVS was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like, calm down. Yeah. Exactly. Spirit of Halloween's like, hold on, man.
Yeah, please.
Please give us
this is all I got.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Oh yeah. So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah,
Let us know your favorite holiday or why we're wrong about Christmas, or
yeah. If you got any thoughts on it
Yeah.
yourself, yeah,
we'll say it next year.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But no, as always, we appreciate you checking us out. If you have thoughts, you want to see something on the show, or want us to talk about something? There it is.
There you go.
Send us an email, cdatescipiece@gmail.com.
And follow us on wherever you get your audio podcast, but you can watch us on YouTube and you can watch us on Spotify and listen to just the audio. But make sure you like, follow, subscribe, comment, rate us, whatever it does. It helps us out to get the show going, and we really appreciate it. But with that said, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, Josh Gates. And
Sorry, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Josh. He knows what's up. Thanks for listening.